What is up, scrappers, tool addicts, tool collectors? How's everybody doing today? It's Sunday. Today we're gonna do actually we're gonna get into some stuff in the shop. I'm gonna finally get this power taken care of. I'm gonna move everything out of the way. It's all gonna come this way. I'm gonna drill through the studs all the way down to the middle here, middle of the stud. I'm going to unhook this wire, which is going to be one of these, back here somewhere, or both, probably. And then I'm going to just chase it back through. Let's unhook it, chase it back through this way, reconnect it. It'll be behind the wall. This one that's running up into the into the ceiling is going to get through that. It's going to go up through that way, and we're going to go from there. Yeah, at least that way. Now I can at least I'll be able to at least get the rest of the wood up and like get this out of the way, and then I'll have like a little free kind of, you know what I mean? It's just extra space, you know, get it done. I'm not going to film that because that's going to be boring, and if I electrocute myself, I would hate for all of you all to see it. So what we're going to do instead today on camera is we're going to PM this welder. It's from Harbor Freight. It came with this work clamp. I bought a K910-1, which is a Lincoln product, work clamp. It's a little better, stronger. I hate these ones. These things are, I just don't like them. I just, reminds me of a battery charger, man. And here's a little lug that we're going to snip that wire here, cut it back, smash that lug on, tape it, heat shrink it, put the clamp back on, and then we're going to try to weld with it. And I can already tell that it's going to need a blowout. The Vulcan value wire is not, it's not in awful shape. So, yeah. And we're going to go from there. I'm going to get the covers off it, kind of like I do at work, blow it out, that kind of stuff. And yeah, there's our settings right there. Minimum, max. That's it. You got 030, 035. It says this will weld 3/16. I don't believe it, but it may. And that's pushing it. That's cranked up. It cranked up, man. You know, you want your wire feed. It says 9.5, but I think we're just going to crank it up to 10 and flick that maximum button and go from there. That's how we're going to do it. But anyway, first we're going to clean it all up, so sit tight. So I'm just going to take the screws out of the side cover. Then we'll fire the compressor up, blow it out. Make sure I don't lose the screws. Like that one. If you're in the Inside Track Club, Harbor Freight will give you one of these for free. Oh shit. What do you think of those apples, everybody? You know you want to be on the inside track. Hope everyone's doing well. Uh-oh. That changes everything. There it goes. I got it. We want to make sure we get all the screws back, because there's that one fell under there. Not very good at keeping track of the screws. Yeah, I am. They're right there. We're good. Whoops, watch out. Cord. Oh, she's a dirty inside. And that's typically what it looks like. The fan's really small. Yeah, it looks like there's some dust in there and stuff. I'm not going to pull the other cover off because I'll just blow it out on the other side. So, let's kind of show you what it looks like here. So that's your inside view of everything. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me turn the little light on. Is that on? Yep. I mean, and there's the control board right there. That's like the brain of everything. Just isn't much to this thing. It's just a big old transformer, a tiny ass fan, and some circuit boards. That's it. And that makes all the magic happen. I'm going to want to go through. I'm going to check these connections. They're all pretty secure. It's just to my voltage switch. Minimum or maximum. That's all we're going to get. The ones behind here, this is for the on-off switch. Looks like that's the pressure sensor, or not the pressure sensor, the the temperature sensor. So if you're going to go over your duty cycle, it's going to shut off. And that light will come on, if I'm not mistaken. Wire feed speed, that's on the other side. That's hooked up to that little board. That's it. I'm going to leave the fan the way it is. I don't need to take that off or anything. I just want to get the cover out, blow it out, and then we're going to change this work clamp. Then we are going to weld with it and see how good 030 flux cord wire works. This wire's been sitting for a while. But it does, like I said, it doesn't seem to look like it's in awful shape. So let's see what we got going on here. So I got my air hose. I'm just going to blow this out. It's good to blow your machine out. Get all the dust out of it. Normally, like at work, this would be like in a wash bay with like, big filters and stuff, and there'd be negative air in there pulling all this stuff into the filter. But since we're at home in old CC Scraps workshop, we don't have one of those. So we got the garage door wide open, and there's really not enough dust in here to do much. So, yeah, I'm going to need both my hands, so I'll put you in the thing there. All right, so that's it. You don't want to go too crazy or give it too much, air. Yeah, you don't want to give it too much. So, shut that off. Leave the tool. Leave the tank. There we go. Sometimes you get a little bit of ice buildup on there. It's loud, guys. Sorry, but see right here. I don't know if it's going to do it now, but I got to chop it away. Sometimes it plugs. I think we'll be good. We'll leave that open. But yeah, all right. Let's get this work clamp set, and then we can do our electricity. Whoops, you guys are blocked. There we go. All right, so got our new work clamp, got the lug. Let's cut this cable. Yeah, we're gonna cut the cable because that stud's not wide enough or big enough there. All right, this is gonna go for, you can use these to clamp stuff down. I mean, they work perfect for that, but as a work clamp, not so much. All right, so gonna want to cut this back a little bit. Knife here. I'll roll it around a little. You can bend it because you don't want to cut into the braiding. And go nice, nice. See how that opens right up a little? Probably would help if my blade was a little sharper, which is usually the case. You can see on your line there, kind of where you did it. We're going to wait till Mrs. CC scraps it back. She's out tooling around town in her new car, which is cool. Told her she's going to roll up on the set. All right. Gone. Okay. That bad boy is going to go in there like that. We're going to smash it down. We're going to be good to go here. First, we got to get the heat tubing and stuff. Sit tight. So, since I don't have the convenience of a lug smasher, this won't work. So, we're just going to figure it out. So, what I'm going to do is, let's get a big heavy hammer here. Now, I got this tiny little anvil. This is like the third time I've used this thing, but we're going to put it right on this little anvil here, like this. Try not to smash my fingers. And we're going to lug smash that right on there, like this. Okay, not bad, CC Scraps. All right, let's get the other side. Put it like in a X. All right. Oh yeah, that ain't going nowhere. Okay. Almost looks like I know what I'm doing. All right. So, I'll take some electrical tape. Now at work we got this insulated tape that we use for the work clamps that I like to use anyway. But for what I need, a little bit of electrical tape on here will be fine, along with the heat shrink. I'm not, you know what I mean, I'm not going to be welding day in and day out constantly, so we should be good to go with this. Okay. Goodness gracious. All right. Am I recording? Oh yeah, I'm recording. Okay, sometimes it's hard to see. Okay, so that's good, that's good. Now, hit this with a little heat shrink. And normally, always like make sure that once you heat shrink and lug smash, that all that's going to fit through this hole, because you're going to want to run your work lead through this. Through this. And then your lug is going to go on to here and you're going to tighten everything down. And as the gentleman that's training me, Travis, pro tip, always tighten these. Make sure they're nice and tight. Then you want to tighten that bottom one. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let's get Granddaddy's blue points out for this. I think it's 5/8. Yeah. Oops. Whoopsie. 3/4. That's it. No, it's not 3/4 either. Or is it? No. Yes. No. What the? 11/16. You just want to tighten that bottom nut on the work clamp. Just make sure it don't come loose. See how loose it was? Thanks, dude. All right, so now we're gonna get out the old Warrior heat gun. Wherever the hell I put that, oh, it's hanging up. Sit tight. You know what? You don't need to sit tight. Now I got this Warrior heat gun at Harbor Freight for, I think it was like $10. It was on sale, or they're not selling it no more, but I don't really give a care because it was $10 for a heat gun and it works. So yeah, I don't give a care. So let's see. I got my thing plugged in there. Gotta be careful with these heat guns because they're hot. By the way, I smashed that lug on with this old tire iron I found somewhere, was given to me. Make sure you don't burn yourself. I'm just going to heat shrink this cable. Now, normally I would go for a smaller diameter of heat shrink, but the Harbor Freight one I got only had this as the best size yet, so, or the only size that's going to shrink without, you know, it'll fit. The smallest diameter it'll fit. I'll come up here and hold the top of it a little bit, as long as it's not too hot. It's getting too hot. It's going to shrink right up. This is just going to give extra insulation, extra support, you know, in case, you know, I yank on the ground clamp, or sorry, the work clamp or something, and you know, this is no big deal. Like this, like even if you're not a welder technician and you're a welder, you should know how to do this anyway. Like this is like maintenance, I'm assuming. Like and there we go. She's good. Nice heat shrinked work cable. All right, so let's unplug this. Let it cool before you like go hanging it up or putting it near something that may burn down, like this plastic bucket I'm setting it on. Put our hammer back. Almost done here. This didn't take too long. So I like to let these cool a little bit because they are super hot to the touch sometimes. So we're gonna run it through here, right? Take that nut off. Install it on your lug that you professionally smashed. Put your other nut back on it. 11/16. I like to try to hold it straight because the little torque you're going to give it is going to turn that work cable. So just kind of hold it straight the best you can. You don't really need an impact on this thing. You just need to tighten it snug. And there you go, 1K910-1. I feel a lot better about myself. So now let's plug this bad boy in and see if she's going to weld. All right, so I know that I've got to have my gloves. I know this should be on a metal table, it's wood, but I'm only trying to just see if I can get an arc and see if I can get this thing to weld, see if I did everything correctly, and see if it still works. So, well, actually, I know it still works, so I just want to make sure my work's done. And I haven't plugged this MIG welder in a minute, so. All right, here we go. We're going to go maximum, fire it up, fan's good. Get that wire speed up. It says 9.5, but we're going to go, you know, let's say, I don't want to go. Let's put this at, yeah, let's go with their ratings. See what it says here. All right. Okay. Ready? Watch your eyes, everybody. Oops, I hit you with my hood. I'm a little crooked. All right. Look, she's burning right through it. Let's turn it down a little. Gene, let's use your new hammer you gave me. Let's see what we got. Oh, I think we popped a breaker in the shop, which doesn't surprise me. Yep, we did. So let's let this cool off a little. I mean, it's welding. That's what I need it to do. Poorly, I may add, but that could be because the wire's old. It could be because it's a Harbor Freight welder that's not very expensive. I mean, I do hear good reviews about the titanium ones. I know I can't weld. It is what it is. Might have been a pretty good bead right there. Yeah, this one's not bad. For, you know, 030 flux. Yeah, keep blowing breakers on my reel. So yeah, but we got it to work. That's what we wanted. Work clamp works. Got to get it wedged in between here. Excellent work clamp. She's getting she's a little warm. Probably because I'm pushing the limit of this freaking welder. That's okay though. That's what it's for. But for probably the wrong power in here, and probably, you know, I mean, it's got good feed. There's my MIG pliers. I'll just cut this edge off, this tip off of here, and we're going to put this away. And we're going to get to the, electricity. Hope y'all, enjoyed this. Ooh, I don't want to burn myself here. It's hot. Set that on the ground till it's cool. It's just a test piece. I mean, you can see the backside. I mean, it's got good, you know, good penetration. I mean, it's together. Definitely stuck two pieces of metal together. I mean, it's no Lincoln or a Miller, but, you know, baby steps, CC scratch, baby steps. All right, get this video up, and I'll just take a picture of what the electricity looks like. See you on the next, y'all. Peace.